What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we got this little KEZIMO. I know we're going to do a lithium battery install on it as well, but I believe he wanted to do a stalk add-on to his light kit. So he's got LED lights on the golf cart, and he asked me if I had a stalk. I think I have one. We're going to try to put that on as well. So this is the golf cart we got. Clean little KEZIMO here. It was dropped off with me this morning. It has the LED lights in it, and he said the LED headlights are turning on, but these side lights aren't turning on, and he would like to get those to work. Now, with that being said, here in South Carolina, they just released some new laws. Used to be you couldn't drive a golf cart at nighttime. Now you can drive a golf cart up until 11 p.m. at night. And in order to do that, you got to have turn signals, and you got to have flashers, a horn, and all of that kind of things, right? Well, this cart only has headlights, so he was wanting to be able to drive at nighttime. So this is the battery we're going to put in, and this one is claiming 51.2 volts, 105 amp hours, 200 amp BMS, and it has a Bluetooth app to go with it. So pretty, I wouldn't say pretty simple, pretty common, but you know, you got your gauge hookup, your vent, your on and off switch, your power and your ground, and you got these covers as well. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these screws off, and let's look into the top of this battery and see exactly how it's made. All right, now that we got all the screws on the top off, I'm just sit them down right here. Let's remove this top together. This is how this battery looks inside, so we'll check it out. Looks like the battery has some foam across the top. We have some foam in the back so it does not slide. All the cells are wrapped together. Then you have your BMS down in here as well. So you have your main positive and your main negative. The main negative is going into your BMS. Then the BMS output is going here to the output of the cart. So that's what the inside of this battery looks like, in case you're wondering. And a little different than some of the other ones. I've never seen them wrapped up this right here tight before. That's just so they don't swell, I believe, but looks pretty good. So we'll just go ahead and sit this right back on top here. And since there's no words on the top of the case, there's no need for us to turn it around or anything. The words are on the front here. There's nothing on the back. So this is a pretty small battery here, I would say. 200 amp BMS, but it's GC48105 is the model number. There it is. We're going to put the screws back in here. We're going to get those batteries out and get this battery in. All right, let's get these out, get this new one installed. All right, so the battery's in. I got it mounted, and I mounted it with some 2x2 box tubing, and it's mounted to the frame in 4 different spots. Then the battery's mounted to the 2x2 in 4 different spots as well. 6 bolts overall, and got a charger in. Use some rivets. Got my adapter plate in, waiting for the AC adapter to come in, just waiting on Amazon. I could have had that in and just about done, but just been doing other things, trying to wait on that to come in. Anyways, that's where we're at right now. We just got to get that adapter in. We need to get the gauge in as well and mounted. And yeah, I think where he's going to put some kind of like a plastic base here, maybe for like a cooler, a subwoofer, or just some overall extra storage. So anyways, everything's over here already. The only thing we need to run over here is this right here, red wire. This is for the reed switch. And I've already disconnected the main receptacle, which is this right here. And remember, on the back of here, you have this blue wire. And this blue wire goes to the reed switch on these golf carts. This is like a 2014 KEZIMO. But this blue wire goes to the reed switch. And remember, we need to send power to this right here switch in order to turn the controller on so we can go. So that's where we at. I think it looks pretty good. I wish Amazon would hurry up and deliver that so that would be done, but it is what it is. So that's where we at. Look who finally decided to show up to the party. I was about to go get some supper. Amazon pulled up. I don't know if I'm gonna do this now or later, but anyways, the next time you see it, it'll be in. I'll place the links to these right here in the description below. I found them for less than $10 on Amazon now. So the adapter plates that I have over here, I placed those on my eBay store. All right, so I went ahead and I took the reed switch wire from this harness. It goes inside of this harness with the F and R switch. So I took it out, I removed it, and I put it in this split loom here. And I put a ring terminal on there as well. That's gonna go to the positive. So when I do that, I take a little bit of black tape and I just tape it up just to kind of hide it, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna just wire tie all of this right here back to this little riser here. Try to clean it up as best as I can. Run this wire down up underneath all of this stuff as well, up over here, and attach it to the battery. And then we should be golden on that, other than getting the gauge mounted. So this is our gauge. On the back of our gauge, looks like it's encapsulated. Well, it is encapsulated, but these 8 screws back here, we're gonna need to pull those off. Then we should be able to disconnect this cable here. Once we disconnect it, then what we can do is go ahead and mount this right here back bracket, because that's the only thing this is a back bracket. Then we should be able to run our gauge. That way we shouldn't have to drill any big holes to run our gauge wire through. We can start back here at the battery, come down underneath the frame rails, up behind the dash. I'm gonna put it right over there in that cubby right there. So they've sent some extra screws for the gauge because they sent some extra brackets. We'll talk about that in just a second. When I pulled this right here out, I pulled it out with the O-ring right here as well. It was still in place. So we get this right here connector out from this hole here. So these brackets here, you have a right angle bracket and you have a S bracket. Now, they do not go anywhere on the gauge, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna put this back on here, like so. And then these 3 holes here, they would line up to those holes. Then you would have a different type of angle you could mount it. So that's your right angle, and this is gonna be your Z bracket here, just like that. But I think I'm gonna leave this on here. I'll show you exactly how I'm gonna mount it right now in just a second. I'm not sure if I've ever shown this on camera or not, but anyways, I came off the battery here with the cable, ran it down behind this little solenoid box here. And there is a opening right down there, you see that? Okay, so underneath here, the cable's wrapped through here. I still need to pull it back and wire tie it. I ran the cable into that hole there. I'm just wire tie it to the split loom here. It's coming right through there. I drilled a small hole, and see if you guys can see it or not. Right there, see that small hole? So this is what the gauge looks like. And that hole is directly behind this piece of plastic here in the corner. So I don't like drilling them high or low or back or forward or whatever. I just want to drill it in the most inconspicuous place only. So now if we hit it here, turns on, okay? So you got your 3 different page gauge there. And while he's driving or she's driving, they can easily see the gauge. Don't have to bend down and look through the cubby. It's pretty much aiming at, eye level there. So I thought that was pretty good. So I looked for a blinker kit. I do not have any. I thought I had one, I do not. So I need to put this right here back, but the blinker kit that he needs is gonna take a 9-pin. So when I went and picked the golf cart up, it wouldn't even make it onto the trailer by itself. That's how old and weak the batteries were. Let's see exactly how peppy it is now. Oh my goodness. Let's take this thing for a ride. there it goes. The KEZIMO battery. I'll drop links in the video description where you can check the battery out. I think this right here turned out pretty good. Got the gauge mounted right here. Can't see any wires back there, which I like that. The headlights, they turn on with the second option of the key switch. Another clean feature there. Open up the seat, check the battery out. Battery's mounted with some 2x2 box tubing. Try to keep it as clean as possible. Charger's over there, that's clean. Like I said in the video, I'll put links for the AC adapter itself. It's on Amazon. They're about, I think, $8 or $9. And these brackets here that I make and sell, I got an eBay listing now, so I'll just throw them on a link to the eBay in case you're interested. They fit the TXTs. They also fit the Club Car DS. I was just noticing one thing. What in the world? They got, Lord have mercy. Anyways, well, there it is, guys. Appreciate you watching today's video. Pretty clean install. And I know this seems repetitive, how we keep doing these videos. I promise it's going to change. We're working on the gym cart. We're also working at that next week. We're probably going to start working on the President here on 30s, and we're going to drop that Eco AC system. I think it's called the Eco system. We're going to drop it in that cart. Can't wait to get that done, see how that performs as well. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.